Do-Rag Wisdom here. Today I want to give you folks out there some of the things I'm doing personally, again, to fight this bastard who's going to be coming in. Because I feel, as a baby bungler, and I'm very sincere about this, extremely sincere, as a baby bungler, I feel responsible for what your kids, your young kids, I don't mean kids as a demeaning term, are going through. I want your lives to be better than my life. Look, you know, today, because I feel so responsible for being part of the baby bunglers that has created, that has shitted out into the world, the birther bastard. And the way I voted in the past, and if you want to know how I voted in the past, see previous broadcasts. But, you know, at times I may have to repeat, folks, things I've said over, in the past on other videos. And I hope that each one of these videos are uniquely different, but there's always going to be the prevailing theme, And once this is going to keep going on and on as long as this obscenity to our great democratic, unique democratic republic. He's an obscenity. He's a traitor. He's a Putin puppet. This is the word Putin, one of the most underestimated and worst dictators on the planet. I mean, he just got the United States, as far as I'm concerned. But hey, not so, because my hope is you got these buyer's remorse Trump voters, very important. We got to embrace these folks. We can't treat them like they're idiots. They're not. Believe me. I'm sorry. Put charactering people. All right. The other. Sorry, but I got a very bad cold. So, and of course, the next thing is that we, each of us, have to take action every single day. As in, how, the question every morning should be, how am I going to fuck with Trump today? I don't mean to use the most ultimate language. I know fuck is the worst word in the world, not war, not rape, not hypocrisy. I can't. Imagine if we lived on a planet where the word duck was the obscenity, quote unquote, and that animal that goes quack quack, he's known as a fuck. Hey, there goes a fuck. Oh, I love fucks. Yeah, don't you? Let's feed the fucks. Hey, let's feed the fucks. Stop feeding it, Do-Rag. Hey, will you shut the duck up already? I'm sick and tired of hearing your mother ducking crap, all right? Get the idea? Words. Lenny, you got to read Lenny Bruce about that. Words. He wrote an autobiography called How I Talk Dirty to Influence People. All right. But any event, I'm not trying to waste your time here. We have... wait a minute. I can't believe that at age 66, things don't happen as planned. I wish I could have been 26 so I could really do some good. But who could imagine that at the age of 66, I'm looking at the possible end of the United States. The end. Listen to me. I don't delude myself. The end of the United States of America as we know it. I never took this country's democratic republic for granted. Wow. I've said we're at war. The GOP with Ann Ryan and the Bitch McDumbbell, They're going like this. I told you before, they're getting great erections every morning because they're going to screw it all, every social program there is. If you have a relative out there who needed Obamacare to get their cancer treatments, goodbye. 23 million people gone. This is the party of the people, the GOP. They're looking out for you. I've read 1984, ladies and gentlemen, and I know what totalitarian bullshit is when I see it. Please. Now, the next thing you got to be involved with, of course, is this idea, aside from getting rid of the healthcare thing, the Supreme Court, folks, they wouldn't allow our president, our legally elected president, they didn't allow, they spat on the Constitution, and they didn't let President Obama select his Supreme Court pick, which was a moderate. A moderate. We can't allow these scumbag GOP fascists and the totalitarian Putin-loving birther bastard Trump to put another Scalia, cursed Scalia, on our Supreme Court. Okay, that being said, Indivisible. Remember those words, Indivisible. That's an action group. Go online, get the Indivisible Handbook. It's a handbook on how to deal with your local representatives. My representative, I live on Staten Island, so I have Republican representatives. So I want to plan an action against Dan Donovan, who this is a very famous fellow. According to him, the cop in the Eric Garner case shouldn't be, I think he didn't charge him with the most he could have. So I'd like to plan an action against him, and I have to learn. And this is Rachel Maddow talks about it all the time. You should make every day a fuck with Trump day. Plan something minor, major to do. Keep in mind, whether you like to believe it or not, I know that, the movies have made us numb to the fact that the movies can happen. And here we are in a movie. I don't need to watch the House of Cards. I just watch this political news, and I'm in suspense. So, okay, Indivisible. I'm trying to give you guys some advice. Praise Representative John Lewis for what he's done. More and more people are joining the boycott. We've got to show this person, this dictator, this Putin traitor, and his Putin party that this is America, and we don't take no shit in America. And I'm a New Yorker. A real New Yorker, not like that piece of shit. Me, I'm a real one. And real New Yorkers are like what Humphrey Bogart said in Casablanca to Strasser. What would happen if we invaded New York? And he went, there's parts of New York, Major, I wouldn't advise you trying to invade. Okay, so that's another thing that you could do. I donate $50 a month to the Act Blue. I intend to continue to write my Congress people. I'm going to do everything in my power to make your lives in the future better. Because, fellow baby bunglers, we really don't want to leave these kids trash, do we? Or are we just trash, irresponsible trash?